little bit of chaos this morning here, everybody. I'm running late. I like to be live at 5:30, but that was not happening this morning. We had yesterday we had maintenance guys here cleaning like all the air conditioning stuff and everything, and it poured down rain last night and the night before. And sometimes when we get a lot of rain like that, we get because we live in a tropical area, insects come out. So I walked into my office this morning and I'm not sure exactly where they came from, but there was probably 30 or 40 of these little flying ants. They're about a half inch long, and they're not destructive. They're not anything like that, but they were in my office all over my um, the wall and the bed. So I had to take care of that this morning. Bug spray and put a fan in. I've got the fan in here still airing out the room because that was not what I expected to do this morning. Was come into my office and have to deal with a bug infestation. There's still a couple of them flying around, so if you see me like flailing at stuff, I'm not losing my mind, I promise. I want to do something a little light this morning. Um, Today is Rogue Trader Day. I know a lot of people out there are playing pre-release copies. I am not playing a pre-release copy. I did not ask for a pre-release copy. I could have. Um, I kind of made a thing of this year of not asking for anything this year. Next year is going to be the year of pitching. This year was the growth year. Um, and we did good. We did double the goals. So, um, what's interesting to me, and I'm probably going to make a video about this at some point, the cost of opportunity is a big thing. And by not playing games, like yesterday as an example, as soon as the embargo dropped, I saw like 5 content creators drop their final review. Final review of Rogue Trader. Like yesterday, late morning, early afternoon, right? And that's when the embargo drops. Because they've been playing a pre-release copy for the past, 2 or 3 months. Now they can't talk about anything from that. They can make guides, but they can't talk about the game or anything like that. And then, but the idea that a final review can be published a day before the game actually releases to the public blows my mind. When you consider that 99% of the people who have played the game aren't going to have a final review for another 2 or 3 months. So we'll see. It's an interesting thing. It's like if you want to do this for a living, which I have been for almost 2 years. You kind of have to do that, otherwise you're losing out on the cost of opportunity. Because if you wait, because I'm going to start putting out guides today, tomorrow, they will get much less traffic than they do otherwise. Now, I was in the other side of the equation with Baldur's Gate 3 because they had an open early access. So I was one of the people making content around the game while it was in early access. And if you notice, we had, videos were getting 50,000 views. That's the benefit of being first on those things. So I think next year I'll probably have to ask for firsts on everything I want to play, um, and see where it goes. In any case, we're starting today, probably around noon, as soon as the game gets patched up. I can't even start patching until 10 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central. So we still got another few hours to go. Um, I have a launch video coming out at 9 a.m. So in about 2 hours. Excuse me, 3 hours. What time is it? It's like 6 o'clock. Yeah. In about 3 hours, I got my launch video announcement coming out, and then I'll go from that into patching. Then I'm probably gonna take a nap, hopefully, and then I'll get up from that nap, and we will go into a Rogue Trader afternoon stream. Hell, we might even stream for like 8 hours. We might start at like noon, at 1 o'clock, and just go till 8 or 9 o'clock. What's up, Dream Wilder? All right. Well, hopefully, no more chaos this morning. I need to train first and foremost. I don't have anything training. Let's do. Let's the entrepreneur. Let's do miner, because I may actually want to do some mining at some point. Alright, start training. That's probably going to be a few days. Yep, 4 days plus. So that'll get me to next week. I thought that won't be finished by Saturday morning, but I'm not going to be mining by Saturday morning anyway. So we are still working on the same storyline we've been working on. Oh my god. Yawn, yawn, yawn. There's like 52 quests in this storyline, and I don't remember where we're at. I guess I could check the agent board. Oh no, hang on. It's the epic arcs. The bloodstained stars. Oh, they've changed the layout of this. I'll be damned. So in between the last time I played, it now has chapters. Before it just said 52 parts, right? And whatever. Now they've broken this down into actual chapters, and then you could see the steps of each chapter. Oh, how cool is that? All right. So that's where we're at. I need to clear the facility of hostiles and capture any lieutenants present. How do you capture? Do you bring them back, like, on a... Yeah, we gotta go there, right? Oh, no, I'd already finished that one. Alright, cool. That was... We were ready to turn that in from last time. Alright, we're gonna take this guy out back and encourage him to talk. Kata says he found something. No, I'm gonna have to stop that. Kita said she found something in the evidence you brought over from your tours around State and Federation space. She thinks it might help her people direct the interrogation of Kiris, so we need you to take him back to her. We have a strong overlap of aims here. If you want to, you want to find this capsuleer, and we want to hamper smuggling operations in our space. As long as your work takes you down this path, we're happy to offer assistance. We'll speak again, perhaps once Kata has gleaned some information from Kiris. It's been a pleasure having you work as a friend and ally of the Mimitar's. I hope the good work doesn't stop at the end of your investigation. Alright, we have got a bit of a travel ahead of us. Alright. Set destination. We got 2 jumps. It's not too far. I'm gonna go check on a couple things. I'll be right back.
Approaching Stargate. jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Alright. I feel like I forgot something. Probably my phone.
Approaching Stargate.
I did forget my phone. I can do some of my dailies in Heroes of Middle Earth while I'm traveling.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active. Approaching station.
Slow and steady wins the day. I finally switched ships at the end of last Saturday's session, by the way. This is my new one. This is a gunner. I don't have drones with this ship. I don't have any cargo space. This is definitely a gunship as opposed to a
Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
all-purpose ship. Oh wow, there's a brand new I'll have to save this for later. There's a brand new system they just got patched into Heroes of Middle Earth. I'll have to check that out. Cool. That was just an update from my artist. They had submitted the a sort of a almost final preview of the cover for our point and click game, and I had sent back some suggested edits, and they were just getting back to me on what they're going to get done. Okie dokie. We've been working tirelessly over all the intelligence you delivered to me. A lot of it we already knew, but after some cross-analysis, we discovered that there was a particular location that only Lieutenant Kiris and a few others had access to. Kiris caved when he saw that we knew the coordinates to Implorer's hideout. The guy's name is Izia Tabar. Or Tabar. He's a smuggler baron. Conqueror's wanted him for a long time now. We have his location. Can you take care of this? It's probably going to be well defended. Well, hopefully that was the right decision to switch to the big gunship because I figured that was probably a good idea. So let's just take care of Izia Tabar. Sounds like a plan. to location.
Warp drive active.
I need to destroy the Amar Tactical Outpost. Alright, well that's my target and my only target. Let's make sure I've set my radius. Optimum range within 10 kilometers. Yep, I've already set my orbit. So let's go ahead and orbit that station, reload the guns, and prepare for a little bit of fun. Hit that afterburner. Here we go. Time for the guns. Ooh, we're not doing any damage. Why is that? Do you have to have different types of ammo to do damage to different things? I was not aware of that. I'm not doing any damage to these either. What's up with that? Do you need different types of weapons? Well, we're gonna bail out of here.
Warp drive active.
Figure out what's going on there. Did we set something up wrong? As a new player, these are questions I get to ask myself. It's definitely firing ammo. So do you need a different type of ammunition?
Docking permission requested.
I'm gonna dock and research this. That's the first time I've ever seen this happen.
Docking request accepted.
What quest are we on? Marked for death. Alright, someone is reporting that that quest, the objective tells you that you need to destroy a structure, but that structure is invulnerable to damage. I just found that out. It was invulnerable to my damage. And you're technically supposed to kill all enemies. So another example is something like smuggler interception that will keep telling you you need to kill 10 militants in your cargo even though you have them in your cargo, because technically you're supposed to also kill all the enemies. So he's talking about some inconsistency in some of these story arcs where there's little parts where they've missed polish. I'm seeing that right here. However, I switched over to the other guys and I still was unable to do damage to them. Repair item. I do not. So that's why I'm wondering if I need different types of weapons, 5-0. Because I have not needed to use different types of weapons yet. Like literally every single mission I've done for the past like 7 or 8 weeks that I've done has been just using the like these guns that came with it, and then I bought some additional versions of those guns, which is why I asked the question a few minutes ago. I don't know if you were here. I was like, am I not doing damage to these bad guys because I need different types of weapons? So that's what I'm genuinely curious about right now. Because right now I only have these rail guns, which I'm wondering, do I need other types of weapons now? The mission doesn't tell me that I need other types of weapons. I would genuinely like to go back and see if that's a bug. And if it is, then we'll come back and I'll look at different weapons. Because it might have just been a bug. I might have forgotten to switch over. It might have been some user error.
Warp drive active.
Let's go try that again. This time we'll just focus on the... Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't ever needed to do any of that. So if we're getting into more advanced stuff here, that's good to know. But I haven't seen any of that advanced type stuff yet. So let's just, for shits and giggles, we're gonna go after this guy. See if I can do damage to him. If I can't, we're gonna jump out. No, one shot at him. That was definitely a bug then. Well, I'll be damned. All right. So okay, let's take these guys out. I'm one-shotting them with all these new guns. That's crazy. It's totally one-shotting them. So that was definitely a bug. I'm glad I went back and instead of. All right, we got more. Oh, that one's gonna take 2 shots because he's out of range. There he is. He just showed up. Nope. Wrong. Don't target that. Target this. All right, he's toasties. Empty wreck. Ah, boo. Well, at least it wasn't user error. Yeah, 5-0. I'm also new, which is why it's sometimes the quests have been really good. But I have seen a couple of hiccups like that one where it tells you to do something. And I'm glad I'm not the only one. Somebody literally has a blog post that I was reading of like this quest was specifically mentioned as a quest that had the wrong type of objective listed in the actual journal.
Docking permission requested.
That was a kill quest, and instead it told me to destroy a station that's invulnerable. So that was. I'm glad I went and looked that up because I was like, what's going on?
Docking request
What's up,
accepted.
Xenix? Alright, our teams will head over to Tabor's compound now and comb the area for further evidence. Get back to me when you're ready for one last assignment. It's about time the Minotaur repaid you for all the debt. For all you've done, I have some information how we can make it happen. Let's do it. Before you arrived, we managed to get one of our people inside Tabor's recruitment and training facility. He informed us that the missing capsule looter you seek passed through his place briefly. Moments ago, we received word that our man is now trapped there. We had hoped that Tabor's assassination would scatter the remnants of his forces and provide an easy escape, but we had no such luck. One of Tabar's remaining lieutenants, an Amatar by the name of Bizarra, has returned to the facility and taken over. Not only is our spy and your only lead caught in the spider's web, but the smuggling crew may operate again someday unless we put a stop to this. Run interference for us. Kill Mizara and his followers so that our agent has a chance of escaping undetected. I am on it. I'm the online Santa. I got a review for Fat Man coming out today. I think at noon. If you haven't seen it yet, guys, that's an awesome Santa movie.
Warp drive
Mel
active.
Gibson plays a jaded old Santa, and Walton Goggins plays an assassin who's been sent after him to kill him. It is a great black comedy movie. Chris kind of rolled her eyes at a few places, but I was in it for the whole ride. It was a fun watch. Alright, I need to destroy all the enemies. So far, there's only one showing up, but I guarantee them when I kill this dude, we're gonna have some fun. People are gonna show up. Yep. Anybody else? Oh, yeah, definitely got somebody else popping up. Actually doing some damage to me. Those things hurt. Missiles, I'm assuming. That loot. Oh, they've all got loot. Time to looty loot. Oh, this ship moves slow as molasses. X-ray. Yeah, I'll shut it off. Sorry. What else we got? Somebody's meowing outside. I think that was the last one. Nope, there's one more. I'll need to go see who's at the door here in a second. One of the kitty cats. Alright, everything's looted.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Oh, he's gonna jump. You little turd. He wants to play with my headset cord. This is Mommy's cat. This is Frodo. Um, the one I heard talking was Smeagol. Smeagol was in the bathroom chasing a cricket. And while I was in the kitchen, I went and got some lunch meat. And Frodo loves lunch meat, so he smells it and he's like, "Where's mine, Daddy? Can I have some? Can I have some?" He's literally, yeah, now he's wanting to play with my headset. He's being very, as we say in Spanish, cariñoso, loving and affectionate right now because he's like, "Oh, you're gonna give me food? Can I have some lunch meat?" Now he's playing with things. Come on, buddy, get out. Go on. He's the one who jumps, so I have 4 marks on my back right now because 2 nights ago I was in the kitchen and I bent down to pet Pippin, and he thought that was a sign for him to jump up. So he jumped from the washing machine onto my back right as I was standing up. And so usually when he jumps on you, if as long as you don't move, you're fine. He won't use his claws. But I was in the process of standing up, and so he landed, and it wasn't where he thought he was landing, and so he started to slide, and he sunk his claws in. So I got some fun back marks. Chris has a bunch as well. We're both scarred up from Frodo because Every day he jumps on you, and it's when you don't even expect it. You're like bending over to get something out of the fridge, and all of a sudden there's a cat on your back. Because he comes out of nowhere. As soon as he hears the fridge open, he's like, all right. No, that was definitely my cat, 50. We have a few. All right. All right. We've destroyed the pirate ring. One last request. Go and tell Mazara Zamar Masters it shall work for them no more. You need to travel to the consulate. Nothing that I need to pick up. Looks like we just need to make a delivery. Ten jumps.
Autopilot engaged.
Well, go back to doing my dailies on my
Moving
phone.
to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
This is the kind of stuff I love about EVE Online. It just looks so cool. I use it everywhere. I just don't give a fuck.
Autopilot jumping.
I literally just sit here and do my dailies and check emails and feed the cats and do all my stuff. It's not even a... I'll get blown out of the sky sometime.
Drive active.
I don't care. I'm in a free ship.
Approaching Stargate.
We got a long way to go.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Spiegel, come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah, there's no sheets on the bed. He's like, ooh, what's this? A mattress? Come here, buddy.
Approaching Stargate.
Forbes Rubber says, my day's coming in close as yours begins. Nice. I think I got Smeagol to calm down. I put him in the other chair. And now he's leaving the office. Never mind then. I don't normally leave the office door open, but I could probably go ahead and close it now. I had to air it out after I had to fumigate for those stupid whatever they were, ants or something. Those flying ants this morning. I think we're good. I'm okay if it's just the boy cats. If it's just the males coming in, usually okay. Because none of them, Smeagol will jump, but only if you don't pay attention. Frodo doesn't jump anywhere, and neither does Lucas. But all of the female cats jump on the desks. They try to get behind the television. They try to get behind the modems. They knock shit over. So I just don't let the female cats in here at all.
Approaching Stargate.
The three boys are pretty relaxed. They'll go straight to the bed or the other chair and just sleep. They're still in vibrate mode. Come here. Oh, you're gonna run? I don't know if you can see it. Frodo's just sitting there in the door. He's just looking out the back door right now. All the lights are off. You know, the house. It's getting light outside, but he's just looking out the screen door right now. He's like, he probably sees a bug or something. He's like, what's out there?
Jumping.
Just sitting there. Him and his sister, Pippin, they're the little assassins. They pretty much kill everything that moves. Chris and I, she was telling me, like when we first moved in, we had there was all these the little lizards. They grow up to become iguanas. They grow up to become big lizards and big iguanas, and they eat all your plants. And there are still a few monster iguanas out in the backyard, in the woods behind the property, and they are between like 2 feet, and there's one that's about 6 foot long. I mean, he's a big iguana, but they live up in the trees, and you know, they're big. They're bigger than a cat essentially. So the only ones left are the ones that are bigger than cats. Our cats have effectively taken out like all the baby lizards that become big iguanas over the last 2 years. We haven't seen that. We still see little ones that are like 2 inches. They get those almost every single day. But all the ones that were ranging between like 4 inches and like a foot long are gone. So we might not have to worry about anything eating our garden at some point. Time to get bigger cats for the warfare. It might be. Chris wants to get a slingshot, and we've managed to. The iguanas don't really come on our property anymore because we put. I don't know why it works, but we put fishing net. It's not fishing net. It's actually mosquito screening. I don't know why I was thinking fishing net. It's mosquito screening. One of the neighbors told us drape that over the fence. So there's a chain link fence against the woods. She's like, just drape that with either fishing net or mosquito net. We had mosquito netting. And it'll scare the iguanas, and they won't try to come down out of the trees, and they won't try to climb the fence. And I'll be damned, it worked. Like, the day we put it up, suddenly all the iguanas that he used to climb, the big ones, they'll either come down out of the trees, or they'll climb over the fence. Now, we still get a few of them. We've gotten 2, I think 2 or 3 this whole year. That's compared to usually there was a herd of like 30 or 40 that would come in the yard every day. I posted so many videos on our homesteading channel. Like, every time we'd plant a tree, the fucking iguanas would come and just destroy the newly. I mean, we lost like 9 or 10 trees last year. Every single time we would transplant a tree, those little fuckers would just descend out of the foliage above out of the forest and just eat your plant. I mean, literally, it would be Chris and I would take a 30-minute break to like go to the bathroom, take a shower, go to the grocery store, you know, whatever. And if one of us wasn't watching the backyard, we would lose the tree. And then the day we put up those mosquito nettings, we've only had I think 3 the whole year. However, the other lizards, which are the green ones that don't get that big, they only get about 18 inches. Those ones we haven't been able to get, and they still come in. And thankfully, the cats keep them away most of them. I think we've had 2 of those this year, so we've lost a couple of the transplants, but not anything big. And then we did have an iguana in the chicken coop. They'll go after the eggs, and we don't know where he came from. But he was like a 2-footer. So we're thinking he fell out of the tree or maybe crawled over the chain link from the church's property or something. Fun times in homesteading. They can be a pet in the U.S. Not where we live. They are not pets here. They are definitely they're pests like anything else that'll eat your garden. And they're everywhere down here. A lot of people just eat them. They're like chicken, sort of. It's if you've ever had like alligator, it tastes a little bit like alligator. It's not something I would want to eat every day, but it's not a bad, you know, it's like chicken. Chicken-ish. We technically hope for the best here too, 5-0, because there's a road. We have a street in front of our house. And when we moved in, there was no traffic on it. You know, like 10 cars a day. Now, there's like 200 cars a day because of all the construction going on around us. And we did lose a cat earlier this year. It'd be great to have a run, but for the most part, they stay in the forest behind the property. But the males, like this little monster right here, who's destroying my sweater right now. Come here. Oh, now you're gonna run. The cat I was showing a few minutes ago, which is Christina's cat. All 3 of the males like to cross the street and go into the field. The females all stay in the woods behind her property. And they just go out there and hunt the iguanas. These little monsters, like here, he's destroying my sweater right now. Oh, he's gonna hide. Here, I don't know if you can see him. He's just playing with the string on my hood right there. He crosses the street with his 2 brothers, and they like to go because over there they can find birds and mice and all sorts of other stuff because it's like a low foliage field. And the problem was, before we were just letting them run free all day, all night. And Christina's little baby Sam was crossing the street at like 7:30, and it was rush hour-ish. Now suddenly we have rush hour in our town because of all the road construction. And he got hit, so that was not a good day. So since then, we lock the boys down at night, and then we bring them in at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is why I have the schedule that I do. Because I stream late at night, because I go to bed late, because at midnight I let the cats out. I let the 3 boys out. And then at 5 o'clock, I get up and I bring them back in. And they stay in the rest of the time. The females stay outside almost all day. They come in to, like, Pippin will come in and sleep, but like Snow White, Mary, and Leia all stay out in the backyard.
Autopilot jumping.
And in the woods. Frodo, you're going crazy over that little thing, aren't you?
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Now, Chris lets her cat out. Frodo, she lets him out 3 or 4 times a day into the backyard. And if you stay out there with him, he'll go in the forest and he'll go hunt little lizards and come back. But if you leave him unsupervised, the first thing he does is he goes and runs across the street to the field. So that's why they can't go out in the daytime. Rich people have runs.
Approaching Stargate.
People who live in the city and they've got one animal and they've got, $5,000 of disposable income. They'll do that. They'll build a cat run, and they'll have a cat. Um, we have 8. I'm not spending that kind of money on cats. I love my cats, but the best life for a cat is to roam free,
Autopilot.
even if they have a short existence. They get to go hunt, explore. Now I've got Smeagol in here. Now he's as fascinated. If you can see him right there, he's like, oh, what was my brother playing with?
Warping to station. Warp drive active.
Pippin saw the lights last night, and she was starting to get a little excited, so we had to tell her, no, you need to leave the office, honey. Don't get distracted.
Approaching station.
We finally get there? I think we finally got there.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint.
All right, we have arrived at the next. Is this the final chapter or the next to final chapter? We got 2 more chapters, chapter 6 and chapter 7. Well, I'm going to save that for next time, everybody. We're going to keep this one short this morning. Matter of fact, why don't we? We're gonna go roll right into the premiere instead of airing that at 9 o'clock this morning. We're gonna air that right now. If you're on YouTube, it's gonna automatically port you over to the next video that we're gonna go watch. If you're on Twitch, I'll give you a link real quick. We're gonna go watch a video together, and I'm gonna go get some breakfast. And you probably hear Paco's crowing his head off out there. And then today, we're going to be back in a few hours with Rogue Trader. My playthrough starts today. Let's go start this and get a link for everybody. I'll drop a link in both chats. But the YouTube one, it'll automatically transfer you over since we are multi-streaming, but I won't be able to transfer you over automatically on Twitch. All right, dropped the link there, dropped the link here. So we'll be back probably around 11 a.m. or noon, I hope. It depends on how long the patch takes. So as soon as I'm patched up, I will be live with Rogue Trader. So if you don't see me late morning, it'll be early afternoon, like maybe 1 p.m. Central Time. We'll see. As soon as I can get up and going, and we're going to probably stream just the rest of the day into the night and get our feet wet. So thanks for everybody for hanging out this morning. I'll see you for that. And then tonight's schedule is going to be, usually I stream at 5:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. More than likely, depending on how I feel, but more than likely, I'm going to start at like 1 o'clock today, stream for 3 or 4 hours, take a break, and then come back and stream again from like 8 to midnight or whatever. But we'll do an afternoon stream today because it's a launch day. Launch days we do things special. So let's go watch this premiere. I'll catch everybody later. Thanks for hanging out this morning.